The way you talk to yourself matters more than you think. Speak to yourself like someone you love, and watch your whole life change. For the next 3 days, I want you to try something different, something powerful. I want you to change the way you talk to yourself. Most people go through life without realizing how much their own words hold them back. They wake up thinking, I'm not good enough. I always fail, or nothing ever works out for me. And then they wonder why they feel stuck, why they have no energy, no motivation, no confidence. But what if you flipped the script? What if instead of filling your mind with doubt, you filled it with words that build you up? What if you started saying, I am capable, I will find a way, and I deserve success? Your words create your reality. And for 3 days, I challenge you to take control of that reality. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. Simple, clear steps that will help you reprogram your mind, break free from doubt, and start seeing real changes in your life. Stick with me, because by the end of this, you'll have a new way of thinking, a new way of speaking, and most importantly, a new way of living. Let's get started. Number 1, talk to yourself like a friend. Most people don't realize how powerful their own words are. Not just the words they say to others, but the words they say to themselves. And that's where it all starts. The way you talk to yourself will decide the way you live your life. If you speak to yourself with doubt, with fear, with negativity, that's what you'll see in your life. But if you talk to yourself with strength, with belief, with encouragement, everything changes. Most people don't talk to themselves like a friend. They talk to themselves like an enemy. They criticize, they doubt, they tear themselves down. If they make a mistake, they say, I'm such an idiot. If they fail at something, they say, I'll never be good enough. They replay their worst moments over and over again, making themselves feel smaller every time. Now I want you to imagine something. Imagine if you had a friend who talked to you the way you talk to yourself. Every time you tried something new, they said, you'll probably fail. Every time you made a mistake, they said, you're not good enough. Every time you wanted to change your life, they laughed and said, you'll never do it. How long would you keep that friend around? You wouldn't. You'd walk away. You'd say, I don't need that kind of negativity in my life. But here's the truth. You can't walk away from yourself. You live with your own voice every single day. So if you wouldn't accept that kind of talk from someone else, why would you accept it from yourself? It's time to change the way you speak to yourself. It's time to become your own biggest supporter, not your own worst enemy. Because the truth is, if you don't believe in yourself, who will? If you don't encourage yourself, who will? If you don't lift yourself up, who will? Starting today, you talk to yourself like a friend. And what does a good friend do? They encourage, they support, they remind you of your strengths. When you make a mistake, they don't say, you're a failure. They say, it's okay, you're learning. When you feel down, they don't say, you're weak. They say, you've got this. You've been through tough times before, and you'll get through this too. Every time you catch yourself speaking negatively, stop, catch it, change it. If you say, I'll never be good at this, correct yourself. I'm getting better every day. If you say, I always mess things up, stop and say, I'm learning and improving. If you say, I can't do this, change it to, I will find a way. Now I know what some people are thinking. They say, but I don't feel confident. I don't feel like I'm strong. I don't feel like I can do it. Well, here's the truth. You don't have to feel it right away. You just have to say it. You just have to start. Because the more you say it, the more your mind believes it. And once your mind believes it, your actions follow. Think about a child learning to walk. When they fall, do you think they sit there and say, well, I guess I'm just not meant to walk? No. They get up and try again. And what do parents do? They don't say, wow, you're terrible at walking. No. They say, come on, you can do it. Try again. And guess what? That encouragement helps. The child keeps trying and soon they're walking. So why don't we do the same for ourselves? Why do we talk to ourselves like we're doomed to fail instead of like we're learning and growing? That changes today. From now on, every time you catch yourself being harsh, stop, flip it, be kind, be supportive, because you need that voice inside you to be strong, not weak. And here's the thing, This isn't just about feeling good. This is about results. Because the way you talk to yourself will shape your actions. If you tell yourself, I'm not good enough, you'll act like you're not good enough. You won't try. You won't take risks. You won't step up. But if you tell yourself, I'm capable, I'm strong, I'm improving, you'll start to act that way. You'll take the shot. You'll put in the effort. And little by little, your life will change. Now let's make this practical. Here's what you do for the next 3 days. Start your day with strong words. The first thing you say in the morning should be positive. Not, ugh, I'm so tired. Not, I don't want to do this. Instead say, today is a new day, and I'm ready for it. Say, I am getting better every single day. Say, I am strong, I am capable, and I will make today count. Catch yourself when you go negative. Throughout the day, be aware of how you're speaking to yourself. If you catch yourself saying, I can't, switch it to I can learn. If you say I'm failing, switch it to I'm figuring things out. Every negative thought must be replaced with a positive one. End your day with encouragement. Before you go to sleep, remind yourself of at least one thing you did well that day. Maybe you showed up. Maybe you made progress. Maybe you didn't give up. Whatever it is, acknowledge it. Say to yourself, I'm proud of myself. Because when you end the day on a positive note, you wake up stronger the next day. Now I want you to imagine something. Imagine if, for the next 3 days, you spoke to yourself like a friend. Imagine if, for the next 3 days, you encouraged yourself instead of doubted yourself. How different would you feel? How much stronger would you be? How much more motivated would you become? And if 3 days can make a difference, imagine what happens when you do this for a week, a month, a year. Imagine what happens when you make this your new habit, your new mindset, your new way of living. Everything changes. Your confidence grows. Your actions improve. Your life takes a new direction. All because you made one simple decision to talk to yourself with strength instead of weakness. Starting right now, talk to yourself like a friend. Speak words that lift you up, not tear you down, and watch how your whole life starts to change. Number 2, turn I'll try into I will. Most people don't realize how much power their words have. The words they use shape their actions, and their actions shape their results. One of the most dangerous phrases people use every day is, I'll try. It sounds harmless, but it's a trap. It's an escape. It leaves room for failure before you even begin. When you say, I'll try, what you're really saying is, I'm not sure if I can. It's a weak commitment. It's a way of avoiding responsibility. It's like saying, I'll try to wake up early. What does that mean? It means if you don't wake up early, well, at least you try. It's like saying, I'll try to eat healthy. It means if you don't, no big deal. You only said you'd try. Successful people don't say, I'll try. They say, I will, because I will is a decision. I will means no matter what happens, you will make it work. I will means you've made up your mind and nothing is going to stop you. When you say, I will, you give yourself no way out. It forces you to take action. It forces you to find a way, no matter what. Think about how many times people say, I'll try, and never follow through. I'll try to start a business. I'll try to get in shape. I'll try to read more. And what happens? Nothing. Because I'll try is not a commitment. It's just a thought. And thoughts don't change your life. Actions do. The moment you replace I'll try with I will, your whole mindset shifts. It's no longer an option. It's a decision. And when you make a real decision, you figure out how to make it work. Let's say you're standing at the edge of a swimming pool, and someone says, jump in. If you say, I'll try, what do? You hesitate. You look at the water. You dip your toe in. You think about it. You step back, and maybe you never jump. But if you say, I will, you don't think. You just do it. And that's the difference between success and failure. People who say, I will, take action. They don't wait for perfect conditions. They don't wait until they feel ready. They don't wait until fear disappears. They take the leap. They figure it out as they go. Now think about your own life. Where have you been saying, I'll try? Maybe you've been saying, I'll try to save money. But have you? Or do you keep spending and telling yourself, you'll start saving next month? Maybe you've been saying, I'll try to wake up early. But every morning you hit the snooze button and tell yourself, you'll try again tomorrow. Maybe you've been saying, I'll try to be more disciplined. But every time things get tough, you go back to old habits. If you really want to change, it starts with the words you use. Stop saying, I'll try. Say, I will. Say, I will wake up early. Say, I will take control of my finances. Say, I will stay disciplined no matter what. And here's the truth. When you say, I will, it won't always be easy. There will be days when you don't feel like it. Days when you're tired. Days when you want to quit. But I will doesn't care about how you feel. I will doesn't give you an option to back out. It keeps you moving forward, even when it's hard. Some people say, but what if I fail? That's not the question you should be asking. The real question is, what if I succeed? What if you actually follow through? What if you actually stick to your goals? What if you actually become the person you say you want to be? That's what should be on your mind. Because the truth is, the only thing standing between you and success is your level of commitment. And commitment starts with your words. If you want to see real change in your life, start today. Pick one thing you've been saying, I'll try about, and change it to I will. Write it down, say it out loud, and then act on it. Don't wait until it feels right. Don't wait until you have more time. Don't wait for the perfect moment. The moment is now. Every time you say, I will, you build trust with yourself. You prove to yourself that you can follow through. And every time you follow through, you build momentum. And momentum is what creates lasting success. So make the decision today. Stop trying. Start doing. And watch how your life starts to change. Number 3, start your day with positive words. The way you start your day sets the tone for everything that follows. Most people don't realize it. But the first words they speak in the morning shape their thoughts, their attitude, and their energy. Some wake up and immediately complain. I'm so tired. I don't feel like going to work. Today is going to be tough. And they wonder why they feel drained before the day even begins. They don't see that their own words are working against them. But successful people, those who take control of their lives, they start their day differently. They speak words that set them up for success. They don't wait for the day to be good. They decide that it will be. They wake up and say, today is a gift. I am ready for whatever comes my way. I will make progress today. And because they start with that mindset, their actions follow. They have more energy. They're more focused. They see opportunities instead of obstacles. Think about this. If the first thing you say when you wake up is, I don't want to get out of bed, what kind of day do you think you're going to have? You've already told yourself that today is a struggle before it even begins. Your brain listens to your words, and it believes what you tell it. But if instead you say, I'm ready for today, your brain shifts. It starts looking for reasons to make that true. It finds energy. It finds motivation. It finds solutions instead of problems. This is why it's so important to be intentional with your words every morning. The moment you wake up, before you check your phone, before you think about your problems, before anything else, speak something positive. Even if you don't feel like it, even if you're tired, even if things aren't perfect, speak it anyway, because words create reality. Maybe you're thinking, but what if I don't believe it? That's fine. Say it anyway. The goal isn't to be perfect. The goal is to train your mind. At first it might feel strange, but over time something changes. You start to believe what you say, and when you believe it, you act on it. And when you act on it, your life starts to change. This isn't about ignoring problems. It's not about pretending life is always easy. It's about deciding that no matter what happens, you will face the day with the right mindset. Because here's the truth. Life will always have challenges. Some days will be hard. Some days won't go as planned. But if you let your words control you, if you start your day with negativity, you make it even harder on yourself. But when you take control of your words, you take control of your day. And when you take control of your day, you take control of your life. Start small. Tomorrow morning, when you wake up, say something good. It can be simple. Today is going to be productive. I have everything I need to succeed. I am grateful for this day. Say it out loud. Say it with confidence. And then act on it. It won't take long before you notice a difference. You'll feel more in control. You'll have more energy. You'll start looking forward to the day instead of dreading it, because the words you speak in the morning don't just stay in the morning. They follow you throughout the day. And when you start strong, you finish strong. So tomorrow, when the alarm goes off, don't let negativity be the first thing out of your mouth. Choose words that push you forward. Choose words that set you up for success. Choose words that help you win. Number 4, replace what if I fail with what if I succeed. Every day we are faced with decisions. Some are big, some are small, but they all come with a question. What if it doesn't work out? It's a question that's natural, but it can be dangerous if we let it control us. What if I fail? This thought is one that can stop us in our tracks, prevent us from taking action, and keep us stuck in the same place. It's an easy question to ask, especially when things are uncertain. But here's the thing. What if you flip that question around? What if instead of asking, what if I fail, you asked, what if I succeed? Think about that for a moment. Instead of focusing on the worst case scenario, why not put your energy into imagining the best case scenario? What if the project you're working on turns out even better than you expected? What if the risk you're about to take pays off in a way you never imagined? What if your hard work, dedication, and commitment lead to success beyond what you've dreamed? When you focus on the possibility of success, something amazing happens. You start to feel a shift in your mindset. Instead of being driven by fear of failure, you become motivated by the possibility of success. You start to see opportunities where before there were only obstacles. The fear that once held you back begins to lose its grip, and you begin to move forward with more confidence, more energy, and more belief in yourself. Let's face it, we all have fears. We all face moments of doubt, but the truth is, fear of failure is often more paralyzing than failure itself. But the truth is, fear of failure is often more paralyzing than failure itself. And when we allow that fear to take over, we make decisions based on fear, not on possibility. We choose to play it safe, to avoid taking risks, and we miss out on the opportunities that could lead to success. But what if we stopped asking, what if I fail, and started asking, what if I succeed? What if we could imagine the best possible outcome? What if we could see ourselves succeeding, accomplishing our goals, and living the life we truly want? That shift in perspective can change everything. It changes the way you approach challenges. It changes the way you take action. It gives you the courage to move forward, even when things seem uncertain. Because when you believe in the possibility of success, you are more likely to take the steps necessary to make it happen. Think about the times you've been successful in the past. Every success, no matter how small, started with a belief that it was possible. You didn't get where you are by focusing on failure. You got there by taking action, by believing that you could succeed. And the same goes for every goal you set in the future. So instead of worrying about what might go wrong, focus on what could go right. Ask yourself, what if I succeed? It's a simple question, but it's a powerful one. When you replace the fear of failure with the belief in success, you open the door to opportunities you never thought possible. It's time to start thinking about success, not failure. When you replace what if I fail with what if I succeed, you put yourself in the driver's seat of your life. You take control of your thoughts and your actions, and you choose to move forward with faith in yourself and your abilities. We all have dreams. We all have goals we want to achieve. But the question is, how are you going to approach them? Are you going to let fear of failure hold you back? Or are you going to step into the future with confidence, knowing that success is within your reach? Remember, success doesn't come to those who are afraid to fail. Success comes to those who are willing to take the leap, to face their fears, and to believe in the possibility of success. So the next time you find yourself asking, what if I fail? Flip that question around and ask, what if I succeed? The answer just might surprise you. It's time to let go of the fear of failure and embrace the possibility of success. Ask yourself the right questions, take action, and believe in the outcome. You are capable of achieving great things, and when you believe in your potential for success, there's no limit to what you can accomplish. So go ahead, take that first step. What if you succeed? Number 5, remind yourself of past wins. We all have moments in our lives when we've accomplished something we're proud of, something that made us feel strong, capable, and victorious. Maybe it was landing that first job, finishing a project you worked hard on, or simply getting through a difficult time. You've had wins even if they seem small in the grand scheme of things. But here's the problem: too often, we forget those wins. We get caught up in the struggles of today, the challenges that are in front of us right now, and we start to doubt ourselves. We start to question if we're capable of achieving anything, or if we'll ever be able to make progress. But the truth is, if you've won before, you can win again. You just need to remind yourself of what you've already accomplished. Look back at the moments where you succeeded. Maybe it was something you did years ago, or maybe it was something you achieved just last week. Whatever it was, those wins prove that you are capable. You've done it before and you can do it again. One of the most powerful things you can do for your confidence and your mindset is to remind yourself of your past victories. When you're feeling uncertain, when the obstacles seem too big, when the road ahead looks tough, take a moment to look back at everything you've already achieved. Reflect on the struggles you've overcome. Remember the obstacles you faced and the strength it took to get past them. Here's the thing about victories: they don't have to be huge, life-changing moments to count. Even small wins are worth celebrating. Maybe it was the time you got through a tough workout, or when you finished a difficult task at work. Maybe it was the time you managed to stay patient in a stressful situation. These are all wins, and they matter. So take some time to think about them. Write them down if you need to. Create a list of all the things you've accomplished. Every win, no matter how small, deserves to be recognized. And when you see that list, you'll start to realize something powerful. You've already built a foundation of success. You've already proven to yourself that you're capable of achieving your goals. Now, I know it's easy to get discouraged. When things aren't going your way, it's easy to forget about those wins. But that's the key. When things aren't going well, that's when you need to look back at your past wins the most. They're the reminder you need that you've already succeeded before, and you can do it again. It's like this: you wouldn't try to drive a car without a map or directions, right? You need to know where you've been to know where you're going. And your past victories are like the map that guides you forward. They remind you that you've been through tough times before and come out on the other side. Don't let the challenges of today cloud your memory of the victories of yesterday. Those wins are proof of your ability. Every time you remind yourself of what you've already accomplished, you reinforce your belief in yourself, and belief is the foundation of success. It doesn't matter how big or small your past wins are. What matters is that they're yours. You earned them. They're part of your story, part of the journey that has brought you to this point. So when things get tough, when the road feels uncertain, remind yourself of everything you've already overcome. Let those wins fuel your confidence and remind you that you have what it takes to succeed again. Look back, reflect, celebrate your victories, no matter how small they may seem. Every win is a building block for the next one. And as you continue to remind yourself of your past successes, you'll start to see the future with more clarity. You'll approach challenges with more confidence, and you'll realize that you've been capable all along. You've already won. Now it's time to win again. Number 6, use the mirror method. The way you speak to yourself matters. The way you see yourself in the mirror matters. If you wake up every morning, look in the mirror and tell yourself, "I'm not good enough. I can't do this," or "nothing ever works out for me," then don't be surprised when life keeps proving you right. Words have power, and the words you tell yourself every day shape the person you become. But what if, for the next 3 days, you stood in front of that mirror and spoke to yourself with confidence? What if you looked yourself in the eye and said, "I am capable. I am strong. I can handle whatever comes my way"? What if instead of focusing on what's wrong, you focused on what's possible? That's the mirror method. It's a simple but powerful tool that can change the way you think, feel, and act. Think about it. When was the last time you really looked at yourself? Not just to check your hair or fix your clothes, but really looked into your own eyes. Most people avoid it. They glance at themselves quickly and move on. Why? Because deep down they don't like what they see. They see their doubts. They see their fears. They see all the times they've fallen short. But here's the truth. If you don't change the way you see yourself, you won't change your life. The mirror method forces you to face yourself, to confront the way you talk to yourself, and to take control of your inner dialogue. And the best part, it's simple. It takes just a few minutes a day, but those few minutes can have a lasting impact. Here's how it works. First, find a mirror. It could be in your bathroom, your bedroom, anywhere you won't be distracted. Stand up straight, take a deep breath, and look yourself in the eye. This is important. Don't look away. Don't avoid your own gaze. Just stand there and face yourself. Now start speaking. Say something positive. Say something strong. It might feel awkward at first, but do it anyway. Tell yourself, I am worthy. Say I am improving every day. Say I am capable of achieving my goals. The words you say don't have to be complicated. They just have to be true. And if you don't believe them yet, say them anyway. Because the more you say them, the more you will start to believe them. Let's talk about why this works. Your brain is always listening to what you say, even when you're not aware of it. If you tell yourself negative things over and over again, your brain starts to accept them as facts. You start living as if they're true. But when you change the script, when you start feeding your mind with positive, empowering words, you begin to see yourself differently. You start carrying yourself with more confidence. You start acting in ways that align with the person you want to become. And here's something interesting. Professional athletes use this method all the time. They stand in front of the mirror and tell themselves they are champions. They visualize their success. They speak their goals out loud. And you know what? It works. Because when you see yourself as a winner, you start playing like one. It's not just for athletes. It's for anyone who wants to improve their life. Maybe you want to be more confident at work. Maybe you want to break free from self-doubt. Maybe you want to develop the discipline to follow through on your goals. Whatever it is, the way you talk to yourself matters. And the mirror method helps you take control of that conversation. You might be thinking, can a few words in front of the mirror really change my life? The answer is yes. But don't take my word for it. Try it. For the next 3 days, stand in front of the mirror every morning and speak to yourself with confidence. At first, it might feel strange. You might even feel silly. That's okay. Do it anyway, because the more you do it, the more natural it will become. And soon you won't just be saying those words. You'll be living them. You have to understand that your words shape your reality. If you've spent years doubting yourself, it won't change overnight. But if you commit to this, if you make it a habit, you will start to see the difference. You will start to feel stronger, more confident, more in control. So let's make this simple. Stand in front of the mirror. Look yourself in the eye. Say something positive. Do it for 3 days. Then see how you feel. See if your mindset shifts. See if you start walking with more confidence. Because once you see the power of this, you won't stop at 3 days. You'll want to make it part of your daily routine. And when you do, everything changes. Because when you believe in yourself, when you speak with confidence, when you see yourself as strong and capable, you start taking actions that reflect that belief. You stop hesitating. You stop holding yourself back. You start going after the life you truly want. The choice is yours. Keep talking to yourself with doubt, or start talking to yourself with confidence. Keep avoiding the mirror, or face it head on and own your potential. The words you speak to yourself matter, so choose them wisely. Stand in front of that mirror, speak with power, and watch what happens. Number 7. I will speak my goals out loud. Most people have dreams. They think about what they want to achieve. They imagine a better life. But for many, that's where it stops. Just thoughts, just wishes. They keep their goals locked inside their heads, never spoken, never declared. And because of that, nothing changes. But here's the truth. If you want your goals to become real, you need to start speaking them out loud. There's something powerful about hearing your own voice. Declare your intentions. When you say, I will do this, it's different from just thinking it. It makes it real. It makes it serious. It tells your mind, this is important. And when your mind believes it, your actions will start to follow. Think about it. When was the last time you told yourself, with certainty, what you were going to accomplish? Not I hope, not I'll try, but I will. That kind of statement has weight. It forces you to take ownership of your goal. It's no longer just an idea floating around in your head. It's a commitment. Speaking your goals out loud creates clarity. When you say something, it forces you to define it. If you just think about your goals, they can stay vague. But when you say, I will get in shape, I will start my business, I will become financially independent, Now it's clear. Now there's no confusion about what you're after. But it doesn't stop there. When you speak your goals, you start to believe in them more. Your words shape your thoughts, and your thoughts shape your actions. If you keep saying, "I will be successful," your brain starts looking for ways to make that happen. You begin to notice opportunities you might have ignored before. You start acting with more confidence. You start aligning your choices with the goal you've spoken into existence. Now, some people might say, "But what if I fail?" That's the fear talking. And that fear will always try to keep you silent. But here's the thing. If you don't declare your goals, if you don't put them into words, you've already failed. You've already held yourself back before even starting. Speaking your goals out loud also holds you accountable. When you tell yourself every morning, "I will work towards my goal today," you're making a promise to yourself. And when you repeat that promise every day, it becomes harder to break. You're setting a standard for yourself. And over time, that standard turns into discipline. This isn't about wishful thinking. This isn't about just saying words and hoping for the best. No, this is about programming your mind for success. It's about making your goals so real in your mind that they start shaping your reality. Some of the most successful people in the world practice this. Athletes do it before a big game. They say, "I will win. I will perform at my best." Entrepreneurs do it before launching their business. They say, "I will build something great." They don't just think it. They don't just hope for it. They say it, and they say it with conviction. And that's what you need to do. Every morning before you start your day, take a moment to say your goals out loud. Look in the mirror, stand tall, and speak them with confidence. Say, "I will make progress today." Say, "I will take action." Say, "I will not let fear stop me." Do this for 3 days. Just 3 days. Speak your goals out loud every morning. Feel the difference it makes in your mindset. Feel how it shifts your energy, how it sharpens your focus. And if you see that it works, keep doing it. Make it a habit, because the more you declare your goals, the more real they become. And one day you won't just be speaking about your goals, you'll be living them. Number 8, I will only focus on what I can control. Life is full of things you can't control. The weather, the economy, other people's opinions, setbacks, unexpected challenges. These things happen, whether you like them or not. But there's one thing you do control: your response. And that makes all the difference. Too many people waste time worrying about things outside their control. They stress over what others think. They blame circumstances. They wait for the perfect conditions before they take action. And because of that, they stay stuck. But if you want to move forward, if you want to change your life, you have to shift your focus. Stop worrying about what you can't change and start working on what you can. Think about this. If it rains tomorrow, can you stop it? No, but you can bring an umbrella. If someone criticizes you, can you change their opinion? Probably not. But you can choose how you react. If the economy takes a hit, can you fix it? No, but you can adjust your spending, develop new skills, and find opportunities. That's the difference between people who succeed and people who don't. One group wastes energy complaining. The other group focuses on solutions. This is why every morning you need to remind yourself, "I will only focus on what I can control." Say it out loud. Let it sink in. Because when you focus on what you can control, you take back your power. You stop feeling helpless. You stop making excuses. You start taking action. One of the biggest areas where people struggle is other people's opinions. They want approval. They want everyone to like them. But here's the truth. You will never control what other people think. Some people will support you, and some won't. Some will encourage you, and some will criticize you. That's just how it is. So stop trying to change people's opinions and start focusing on your own actions. What do you need to do today to get better? What steps can you take right now to improve your life? That's what matters. Another area is failure. A lot of people hold back because they're afraid to fail. But failure itself is not in your control. You can do everything right and still not get the result you want. That's life. But what you can control is whether you keep going or give up, whether you learn from the experience or let it stop you. That choice is yours. And let's talk about time. You can't slow it down, speed it up, or get more of it, but you can control how you use it. You can waste it on distractions, or you can invest it in growth. You can spend hours complaining about your situation, or you can spend those same hours improving it. This is how successful people think. They don't waste time on things outside their control. They don't sit around blaming the government, their past, or other people. They ask themselves, what can I do today to move forward? And then they do it. So starting today, make this commitment to yourself. I will only focus on what I can control. Every time you catch yourself worrying about something outside your control, stop, shift your focus. Ask yourself, what can I do about it? And then do that. Do this for 3 days, just 3 days. Train your mind to focus only on what you can control. See how much lighter you feel. See how much more productive you become. And if you see the difference, keep going. Because the people who succeed, the ones who make real progress, are the ones who take control of their own actions. They don't wait, they don't blame, they just do what needs to be done. And that's how you change your life. Number 9, I am creating a better version of myself every day. Every day you have a choice. You can stay the same, doing what you've always done. Or you can take steps, big or small, toward becoming a better version of yourself. This isn't about making huge leaps overnight. It's about steady progress. It's about deciding that today you will be just a little better than yesterday. Most people don't make that decision. They wake up, follow the same routine, think the same thoughts, and repeat the same mistakes. Then they wonder why nothing changes. But change doesn't happen by accident. It happens when you truly decide, that every day you are going to work on yourself. This starts with the way you talk to yourself. The words you use matter. If you tell yourself, I'll never change, or this is just the way I am, guess what? That's exactly what you'll get. But if you wake up and say, I am creating a better version of myself every day, then your mind shifts. You start to look for ways to improve. You start making choices that support growth. And this isn't just talk. You have to back it up with action. Ask yourself, what can I do today that makes me better than I was yesterday? Maybe it's learning something new. Maybe it's pushing yourself a little harder in your work. Maybe it's handling a challenge with more patience. Maybe it's breaking a bad habit, even if just for one day. Every small action counts. Some people think improvement only happens in big moments. Getting a degree, starting a business, achieving a big goal. But real growth happens in the little things. It's waking up and choosing discipline over comfort. It's deciding to read instead of scrolling on your phone. It's taking care of your body, your mind, your relationship. It's about doing the small things every day that add up to a big transformation over time. This is why you have to remind yourself, I am creating a better version of myself every day. Not once in a while. Not when it's easy. Every single day. Say it when you wake up. Say it when you feel stuck. Say it when you face a challenge. Because when you believe it, you'll start to live it. Some days it won't feel like you're making progress. You'll have setbacks. You'll make mistakes. That's normal. But even in those moments, you have a choice. Do you give up, or do you keep going? The people who succeed aren't the ones who never fail. They're the ones who don't quit. They remind themselves, I'm not done yet. I'm still improving. I'm still getting better. And here's something important. You don't have to compare yourself to anyone else. Your only competition is who you were yesterday. If you're growing even a little, you're winning. Don't get discouraged by someone else's progress. Focus on your own. So for the next 3 days, I want you to say this to yourself. I am creating a better version of myself every day. Say it in the morning. Say it throughout the day. And then prove it with your actions. Do something. Anything that makes you better than you were yesterday. And after 3 days, don't stop. Keep going. Because this is how real change happens. Not in one big moment, but in the small choices you make every day. And if you keep making those choices, one day you'll look back and realize you've completely transformed your life. Number 10, decide that this is the new you. There comes a moment when you have to make a decision, a real decision. Not just a thought, not just a wish, but a choice that says, this is who I am now. Too many people wait for change to happen to them. They hope that one day things will be different. They say, I'll try, or I'll see what happens. But nothing happens until you decide. If you want a new life, a new mindset, a new future, you have to start by deciding that this is the new you. Not someday, not when it's convenient. Now, because the moment you truly decide, everything starts to change. Your actions change. Your habits change. Your thinking changes. And when those things change, your results change. Most people struggle because they leave the door open for their old self. They say, I'll try to be more disciplined, but they never shut the door on laziness. They say, I want to be more confident, but they keep feeding the same doubts. They try to change while still holding on to the past. But if you keep holding on to the old version of yourself, you'll keep getting the same old results. You have to step into the new version of you, like it's already done. Speak it out loud. This is who I am now. Not who I want to be, not who I'm trying to be, who I am. When you wake up in the morning, remind yourself, I don't hit snooze anymore. I get up and start my day with purpose. When you face a challenge, say, I don't make excuses anymore. I find a way. When you feel fear, remind yourself, I don't run from fear anymore. I face it. At first it might feel unnatural. Your old habits will try to pull you back. Your old thoughts will whisper doubts. But you don't have to listen. You don't have to be controlled by the past. Every time you hear those doubts, respond with, that's not me anymore. This is the new me. Think about the person you want to be. Strong, disciplined, confident, successful, whatever it is. Start acting like that person today. If you want to be healthier, don't wait for motivation. Start eating better now. If you want to be more productive, stop wasting time now. If you want to be someone who follows through, stop making excuses now. Because every action you take confirms who you really are. The mistake most people make is waiting to feel ready. They wait for motivation. They wait for the perfect time. But the perfect time never comes. The way you become the new you is by deciding first, then taking action. And as you take action, you start to believe it. You start to feel it. For the next 3 days, I want you to remind yourself, every morning and every night, this is the new me, and then live like it. Show up differently. Make decisions differently. Prove to yourself that you're serious. And when you do this, something incredible happens. You start to see yourself in a new way. You start to realize that change isn't something that happens to you. It's something you create. And once you fully step into that new version of yourself, there's no going back. Because when you truly decide, everything else follows. Your habits follow. Your mindset follows. Your results follow. So don't wait for change. Decide that this is the new you, and start living it today. Thank you for spending this time with me. I appreciate you being here, and I hope this message has made a difference in your life. If this inspired you, don't keep it to yourself. Start applying it today. And if you want more motivation, more tools to push yourself forward, make sure to subscribe to the channel. There's so much more coming your way, and I don't want you to miss it. Stay strong, keep growing, and I'll see you in the next video.